Hi everybody, Colin Shadwell back for a video showing some of the finished pieces that I've done so far. I had a chance to go back and glaze a lot of the stuff that I've done from the previous videos, and I found this new series of glazes from Amico called Celadon. So it's got about 20 different kind of glaze colors in it, and I thought I'd pick out a few and glaze them up and see how they looked, and overall I thought they turned out pretty well. So I ended up being in a show this past week up at Fort Thomas Central in the middle of our town. Unfortunately, it rained the entire time, and I felt so bad for the owner, but we're going to try it again next month as well. So here's some of the pieces that I had showing in that show and how they looked. So here are some of those salt pigs that I did. This was done in a kind of a dark Celadon green. This is a lighter blue, which I thought turned out okay. The blue was okay. This next color, the red, I used a couple times, but it was a bit more runny than I kind of would have hoped to. I did a couple different coats in different directions, but it still didn't turn out. This dark blue turned out pretty nicely, though. I like these shapes, and I ended up selling a couple of these at the show. The black was actually really nice. It went on really thick and got a nice deep dark black color that coated really well. Along with this yellow, this kind of like a, I don't know, mustard yellow turned out pretty well. I like that as well. Here's some of the fruit bowls, berry bowls that I made. I sold a lot of these at the show. Actually, this is probably my most popular item. I only had a couple of these left. And the colors turned out really well. It's really nice as well. I didn't sell any frog bowls. There's that tough word again. Frog flower bowls. I had to explain to a lot of people what they were, but the finished ones turned out pretty nicely. And these glazes kind of help accentuate those textures that I put in a lot of these. So I thought on these in particular, these glazes worked out really well. On all the different sizes here, especially on these little indentations that I would do. They really pool down in those pits and become a darker kind of color. So those turned out pretty okay. And then here are my EVU bottles, my extra virgin olive oil bottles. The white turned out really nicely, coats really well. You can see that it really accentuates the high and low marks on these textured ones. And then this one, actually I sold to our friend Elizabeth Young, so I hope she enjoys that bottle as well. And then here are the dog bowls, which ended up having to be glazed and reglazed a couple times to get those paws quite right in the middle, but they turned out all right, those hungry and thirsty bowls. And then here's everything. So here are all the salt pigs that I made, which ended up being about 14 or 15 or so. I bought little spoons to put inside them so people could not have to use their hands if they didn't want to, so everyone got a little spoon. Here are all the berry bowls in their different colors. Sometimes the glaze in this pitted inside those holes and sealed them up a little bit, but there's enough on there to make everything drain out. Here are all the flower frog bowls in all their beautiful glory. Some bigger, some smaller, some can hold more, some can hold less, but I tried to put a design or something on each one of these, and I thought the texture really comes out on all these really well. Especially on these little curlicue ones that I did. I like those a lot. Here are all the extra virgin olive oil bottles with their caps and pour spouts on them. All turned out very nice. I sold maybe 2 or 3 of these at the sale on Friday. And then here's everything that I put up for sale, including some of the stuff I did from last year, some of the bigger pieces, which you might remember from last year's videos, along with these bad boys up here and some extra little bowls that I've just made on the side. Well, guys, I'm running out of room. I need to get this stuff sold so I can have some more space in my house. But overall, it took me 2 or 3 weeks to make all the new stuff and then glaze it, which can be quite an undertaking. But anyway, here it is at the show. Unfortunately, you can see all the rain in the background. It's wet everywhere, but still I had a nice tent to set up. And it was really great to see everybody that came up and supported me, and even if you just said hi or if you bought something, thanks a lot. So second half of the summer starting up here, so I got more stuff to make and more videos to make, and we're going to have another sale August 15th, so hopefully I'll have another video for that as well. Thanks for watching.